What's going on, beautiful people of crypto and the internet and Web3? That being said, we're going to be diving into Avalanche 9000, which is a huge, massive upgrade coming to Avalanche and their entire ecosystem, and why you should be getting excited about Avalanche and their ecosystem. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and just dive right into it. And by the way, thank you Avalanche for sponsoring this video. Essentially, I'm an Avalanche partner. So with that being said, by the way, full disclosure on that, and let's just go ahead and just jump right into it. So Avalanche's upgrade is absolutely massive, and we're going to get into exactly why and why you should be getting super excited about it. All right. So right out of the gates, it is now live on the Fuji testnet with up to $40 million in grants for Retro 9000, which is like their own grant program for developers to build in the Avalanche ecosystem. So that is pretty cool, right? If you're a developer, huge, exciting news right there. And then secondly, the Etna upgrade, or Avalanche 9000, makes launching an Avalanche Layer 1 99.99% cheaper than before. Again, another huge thing for apps, platforms, and developers to come into the ecosystem and launch their own Layer 1. And the reason why that's so important is because other chains, you can launch tokens, but you can't really launch your own custom blockchain. That is really the big differentiating factor here than all the other like Layer 1s or Layer 0s out there. You can have your own contained environment of basically, you can have your own custom blockchain built exactly for your project, your game, or whatever app you're building, which is pretty crazy, right? So it says slash the average fee on the C chain by 96%, which a lot of blockchains out there have basically built their entire, ecosystem based on cheap fees and fast transaction times. Well, Avalanche already had that before. Now it's even getting way better. So that is absolutely massive in my opinion, and bodes very well in my opinion for the wider, like what it could be coming down the pipeline for Avalanche in the wider, if you zoom out, right? With that said, it says create cohesion in the ecosystem with interchain communication. And this is where pretty much all those Layer 1s can communicate with each other, the interoperability side, and basically like teleporting, I believe is what they actually call it. All of that's going to be very interesting and make for a very cohesive experience in Avalanche, instead of all these broken systems, segregated out and harder to be like interoperable and communicating back and forth with each other. This makes it super easy, and I haven't seen any other chain do it quite like Avalanche has in terms of the technology and how they have it structured and set up. So I think this is going to be absolutely cool, especially when it'll be more apparent when you're jumping from like Layer 1 to Layer 1 on Avalanche and it's like super seamless. I think it'll be quite obvious then. And by the way, if you're not familiar with like the, what is a Layer 1, it pretty much, they used to call it like a subnet, but it's more appropriate to call it a Layer 1 because Avalanche is basically like the Layer 0 or the base. And then launching your own Layer 1 on Avalanche, obviously, like I just said, super easy now. And as you can see before, if you're running a validator, it cost you 2,000 AVAX to do that previously, which was pretty costly. Now it's only 1.33 AVAX per month for a validator, which is pretty cool. So very, very affordable to launch your own, validators over there on Avalanche. And to continue to go on, Retro 9000, again, that's big for developers, up to $40 million there. And this video shows you how to launch a Layer 1 with Ava Cloud in 19 seconds or less. Like, it's actually probably quicker than 19 seconds if you just click through quicker. So that is absolutely insane. Like, that's how easy it is. And again, other chains, yeah, sure, you can launch tokens, but this is like its own Layer 1. Like, that is absolutely nuts. So I think that's much cooler than just launching your own tokens on another blockchain. And yeah, so with that said, that's pretty much all the big updates here, and why I think you should be getting very excited about Avalanche. Again, a lot of these other chains out there have built really their narrative around cheap transaction costs and fast transaction times. Avalanche has already had that, and it's just getting better, and we're just getting warmed up. I think the nacho thesis, as the AI called it just previously today as I was recording this video, which is hilarious. I've been responding to AI agents over there on X. If you've been following me over there, you kind of know. But yeah, the nacho thesis is strengthening, as we call it, because of course the Avalanche logo is shaped like a Dorito, and so Dorito, nacho Doritos, the nacho thesis. Yeah, dad joke. Anyways, if you like the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, hit the notifications. Again, we'll be covering more of the Avalanche content here on the channel. I'm super excited about it. huge games already, joining blockchain or Avalanche. We've seen Chatterline. We know Shrapnel's been building on it. Off the Grid has been doing really well. So again, high quality games and developers are continuing to pour into the Avalanche ecosystem. I think it's got a lot of legs to go, and I'm super excited for the future of Avalanche, truly. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what other content you'd like to see. And yeah, as always, be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.